drive that can read double density discs as well as high density ones because I bought a couple, at least
Right here.
one.
I do.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an NEC that'll do that. Yes.
Yeah, I have this. I have zip drives. Yeah.
Hmm. Oh
No
my
kidding.
goodness.
Yeah, well, I would love to get your assistance with this sometime when I can pay for it. Because I've got a bunch of double density discs that I think most of them probably are still readable. They're very old, but I think they're readable. And there are files on there that I would love to find if I can.
Again,
So,
if they're on double density disks, chances are they're in a format that none of the current computers can read. So you're
Hmm.
going to have to figure out the software that they were written in. You're going to have to convert them to something else.
well,
Hmm.
I think I have older computers that could read them. My mom's old computer and one of my older laptop. I'm not too worried about that, but just having something that can read the discs is my main issue right now. So, well, we'll hope for the best. I don't want to take up everybody's time, but thanks for the bucket of cold water.
Tis the season, Rhea.
Yes.
Yeah. Ah,
I'd like I'd like to welcome Ann McKay from Maryland, another person that I invited at the User Group University meeting yesterday. Happy to have you here. Uh, and are there any other questions for anybody? Gina?
Yeah, I've got two questions. So, one is, I don't know if anybody's really aware. I lost my mom a couple of months ago, and I have her iPhone SE. And so I don't know what's on it. And right now, I'm too busy trying to get her paperwork, the will probate and all that, all the paperwork that goes with it. And I had lost my dad a few months before that, so I'm still working on my dad's paperwork. So this is sort of low priority. But I do want to cancel. It's on my phone service. So I want to cancel the phone service, but I'd like to back it up so I can go back to whatever was on the phone at some point and see what I want to save or not. So, what would be the best way to back up this phone?
Um,
Amazing.
yeah, either iMazing or use your Mac.
Hmm.
What was that
First
first
off,
one? Yeah,
iMazing.
amazing.
Hmm.
Okay.
Um, it's a complete backup solution. Now, do you know the code for the Mac for the iPhone?
There's no code on it. My mother was 95. She's lucky she knew
Okay.
how to use the
So as
phone.
long as you can get into it, iMazing will do it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, they had a 50% promotion last week.
Okay. Oh well.
Um, you may be able to email the company, explain what's going on. They may
Okay.
be willing to give you a free license. Those guys are really nice.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. And what about about my backing up? Could I plug it into my laptop and just back it up to iCloud? Would that be an
Yeah,
option?
well, what you do is what are you trying to back up first off? So is
Uh,
it just photos?
I don't know what she has on there, and I don't have the time and the energy to start messing
Hmm.
with the phone right now. Like I said, I'm dealing with wills and probates and life insurance, and everything's excuse my language, a clusterfuck of shit to deal with all that stuff. So the phone is like right low on the priority of stuff. But I don't want to be paying for the phone every month. I'd like to like
Hmm.
just save whatever's on the phone and then go back to it when I have that luxury a little bit.
The phone
I,
does not need to be active in order for you to keep
Right.
the data on it or keep access to it. You just need to keep the battery charged. So you could put it on the side and just disconnect service and go to it whenever you want.
Hmm.
If you do want to back it up, though, the best way to do that is if you don't want to pay for software like iMazing, create a new user, plug the phone in, and do a complete backup. Just make sure that in the Finder, when you select doing a backup, that you tell it that you want to encrypt the backup because
Okay.
without encryption, it doesn't back up everything.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
All right.
then you'd open up the Photos app. You'd import the photos separately. You back up the photos, and then you don't use that user anymore until you want to go back to it and look at the items that were there and decide what you want to use.
Okay. Could I back it up to like a jump drive or something or
Well, you could. I mean, what you would do is again, I would go into another user, create a backup, then
okay,
locate the backup file, which is not that difficult.
right.
Um, you drag that to a flash drive, and then you back up the photos, and then you back up the photo library from that user onto a flash drive.
It's okay. It's not just the photos. Like I don't know if there's voicemails on there that she,
Well,
that like
for voicemails, you will need something like iMazing.
okay. That's yeah, I want to back it up because I don't know if like my kids, my niece and nephew, when they sent her voice messages and or that kind of stuff. So um yeah. All right,
Yeah,
I'll look at iMazing.
so what you would do is when you do if you do get iMazing, when you set up the phone, there's an option in there to set the backup location, and you can
Okay.
set the backup location to a flash drive.
Okay.
Just plug that in. I use an external drive for all my devices. And I have separate folders for each device so it doesn't all go into one.
Okay. All right.
Now, question or comment, because
Yeah.
initially, Gina, you said flash drive. You may not you may not want to do it on a flash drive because,
Okay.
well, only because of the size, because the size of that backup can be enormous.
I don't
So
really know how much she has on her phone.
that's true. So
She used it. She used it obviously to call. People still call.
Mhm.
And text. And I think she has some pictures and some voicemails and
the
you know,
the phone will tell you what the size of the hard drive is. And you just want to make sure you have a drive or enough space that's large enough
okay.
to back it up to.
Yeah, and don't forget if you're doing voicemails and notes, all that stuff's in the cloud, and
Hmm.
that's going to download from the cloud and add space.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
you could do it to your hard drive first and then copy it to a flash drive once you know you have enough space in there.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's
All
what
right.
I would do.
All right. And then my other question is P lists. How do I open a P list?
Why do
There's
you want to?
yeah, that was the other question is um what's in the P list that you're trying to get?
I had a list of books that I was keeping track of that like I wanted to read or whatever. I don't know how it ended up as a P list. It might have been what you were talking about just a few minutes ago about it going, it was on my notes on an older iPhone. So it's very possible that when I switched phones, it didn't carry over properly. I don't know. Like
Because
all of a sudden it was missing. All of a sudden that note was missing. And when I did a deeper dive, I found it, but it was in a P list file.
a P list is a preference list, so
Okay.
it'll list all the preferences for an app. Two ways to do it. You can download BB Edit, which is free,
BB
and
like boy.
Boy Edit.
Yeah.
They're from a company called Barebones, and there's also another thing called Plist Editor, but I don't think that would do what you want it to do. It's a little
Oh,
bit more complex.
okay.
So BB Edit is just a text editor that doesn't do any special formatting, and it'll let you at least see if that's what you want.
Right. Right. I want to just see what's on there. So, would I put that dumb question? Would I put that on my phone or would I put
Nope,
that
it's on your Mac.
on my Mac, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Because originally it was on my phone. The notes were it was a note from
Right, but I don't believe there's a plist reader or editor that works on the iOS.
okay. All right, fine. And Let's see. Do I have anything else? I've been trying to keep track of questions. Um, all right, one other question. This should be quick. My photo roll on my phone has like an incredible amount of photos. I try to make folders out of those. I don't necessarily need all of those photos on my phone. They are uploaded to the cloud and to Dropbox. So should I just pretty much, if I delete them from the photo roll, will they delete from the folders? That's my question.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but there's a slight trick that a lot of people don't know about.
Okay.
If you create what's known as a shared library,
Okay.
okay, just invite somebody to it. Doesn't have to be, create a second Apple ID and invite yourself to it.
Okay.
Once you create shared libraries, you can put your photos in there. It doesn't go against your photo storage. And when you delete the file out of your library, it doesn't delete out of the shared library. It
Okay.
becomes totally separate.
So if I put if I share those folders in the shared library and then delete the photo roll, the photos that are in the folders will stay in
You
the
would do one shared library per folder.
Oy. I try to stay organized, so I've got
Well,
like most of those photos in separate folders,
right.
so I can go back and easily find something. Since I think I looked at it, I was like amazed. There's like 10,000 photos or
Oh, that's
something.
nothing. I was at a client's last week that had over 100,000 photos.
Okay. And there's photos that got uploaded that I don't even know I didn't use to take my phone. Like with my phone, I used my camera, so I have no idea how they ended up on my photo roll.
If you
But
put anything you import into Photos on your Mac, if once you have them start syncing, it'll sync everything.
okay, that was probably like years ago. I have photos. My youngest is 29. When he was in high school, I was the prom photographer, and I have
Mm.
like prom pictures on my phone that I used, that I took with my regular camera, not not my iPhone. So I have no idea how they got onto my photo roll, but
You
okay.
probably imported it into Photos on your computer and have your computer syncing with iTunes
Okay.
or iCloud.
Probably iCloud. I think I have
Yeah.
my photos on my phone. The photos from my phone sync to iCloud, not the ones from my camera though.
No, but your Mac will sync to iCloud. So as soon as you import them into the Photos on your Mac,
They were never imported into photos.
that's the only way they would get up on iCloud.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, maybe it did it, but I was unaware that was happening in the background. I wasn't putting the two and two together.
Okay.
So yeah.
And if it
Yeah.
was a long time ago, it could have been iPhotos or whatever the photo. It could have even been Aperture if you
Yeah.
were using that at the time.
Yeah, I don't even remember now because that was 15 years ago. Like,
Yeah, a lot has changed.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's it for me on my questions. Thank you.
And don't forget, you could always email me or text me if you have a question.
Okay. All right.
Anybody else?
I have going back to my new
Bob, you're muted.
I just figured that out. It's 6:52 now, and we're going to take a break and resume at about 7 o'clock. But if you
Oh,
want to stay
Bob,
here and
Tommy had a quick question. We can answer him before we take a break?
go right ahead.
on Safari, some of my tabs are black, And how do I undo that? Just some of the tabs.
What operating system are you on?
Brand new,
So
26.2.
one of the settings in Safari in Tahoe is let you color the menu bar. I got to see where is, I think it's under general. No,
It's under tabs.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go into your settings in Safari, click on tabs, there is a button that says show colors in tab bar. And you want to turn that off.
Oh, I did it. Thank you.
I found out the first day I did Tahoe, and I said, no, thank you.
Nope. I turned mine off too. First day, it's like, oh no.
Thank you.
I guess we're going to take a break. So, Roger, if you want to stop recording.